I have dreams sometimes that are freaking bonkersville. I don't know why it's going where it's going, but it's doing stuff that like there's nobody I know. There's a dragon. I'm trying to get a mermaid's,
Yeah,
watch under the water. It's nonsense is happening.
yeah,
So some of these things, is it really my subconscious working through stuff, or is my creativity just all over the place? How do I use this
yeah.
tool correctly? How do I do it right?
Just think of like the first time you saw Chinese writing. It's like, how am I supposed to decipher this? This doesn't even make sense. Like, not even one thing looks anywhere close to a letter that I can interpret and describe. And so our mind speaks in a language, and it's a language of images. And so it may seem very bonkers when you don't understand the language, but once you understand the language, it makes plain sense. Like people will tell me a wild dream, and I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense. I don't even know you, but this makes perfect sense. And then I'll share it with them, and they'll be like, oh my God, how do you know me? It's like, I don't. I just know how to interpret this language. It's like I found a letter in Chinese from a loved one, and I can translate it for you. I don't know what it really means for your life, but here's the message. Like, for example, a dragon. You might have a dream about a dragon, be like, what was that about? The dragon represents the ego. Were you battling with the dragon? And so you were kind of like battling with your ego. Was the dragon destroying the town? And so
So
you were having
there's
very egoic reactions.
multiple ways.
Yeah,
Sometimes I'm riding the dragon, sometimes I'm
exactly.
fighting the dragon. So it's
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah, and you don't understand the language, it will seem like wild, and what in the world does that mean? When you do understand it, it's so much easier to decipher and decode and know exactly what it's pointing to in your life. It's like, oh yeah, I can see that the dragon was terrorizing the town, and I can see how, somebody told me I couldn't do something the other day, and I reacted to it from my ego, and it, caused some problems or some arguments. And the wilder, the easier it is to decipher and decode. I found.
I love it, dude. This is very
Yeah,
cool. It really is like learning a different language. I like that.
yeah.
So do you actually do the interpretations for people when they have like a reoccurring dream? Is that something where like, no, you're supposed to be learning this lesson?